They couldn't hear us.
They can. Where?
Everybody hear us?
Hey, Duncan Family Farm, Donna and Greg. How are you guys?
Back to Bowen, if you couldn't hear us.
Yeah, Bowen. I don't know if you guys could hear us. We were talking. I forgot to go live. So we're still learning all this live stream stuff. Oh, perfect. Could you hear us before? Like when you first came on, Amy?
What I'm eating is Krakens. It doesn't have to be pork rinds. I like Krakens. So
he drives all over the place to find these.
I do.
No, you couldn't hear us. Okay, I forgot to go live. But Krista, I appreciate you asking me about that. Just if you see anybody that's being
What'd Janae say about Stephen?
This is coming from Stephen. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Janae.
Hey, Janae and Stephen.
Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Lori. Thank you guys for coming on tonight. Lori, I'm going to make you a mod if that's okay. I can figure out how to do it from here. Things scrolling. So
Golly, leave it to the newbies.
And it's scrolling so fast. Bowen, I'm going to make you a mod too when I can figure out how to do it. Well, that's not how.
So, guys, we got winter coming around. What's everybody doing to be ready?
Okay, so I have to do it from YouTube. See, even Krista knows how to do it. Well, let me see if I can do it from my phone. Well, you chat with them.
I chat with them?
Read the chat so we don't miss anything.
Okay. I'm too busy eating my Krakens. Get another bag of them. You should be able to do it from your phone.
I'm doing it now.
Okay. Rainy Ridge. Tina and Eric.
Hey, Tina and Eric. And Bowen. I think we're going to have a house full of mods. That's okay.
That's okay.
Better to have too many than not enough. So what have you guys been up to this week? I know we've had some cooler weather and it's time to get ready for winter. What are some of you guys doing to prepare for winter? Hey, Cherokee girl. Thanks for joining our live tonight.
I seen we clouded up in Oklahoma because we was at our property today. And I don't know if we got any rain over there after we left or not. But we didn't get any in Arkansas.
Sure. Oh, I didn't get Lori. Yeah.
Almost a green acre. Big sister is 60 today. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to big sister. For lunch, that was awesome. What did you guys have for lunch?
I know what it feels like to be 6 years old.
Okay, I got everybody in there.
I'm gonna change it up on maybe we'll get
Fine as wine and good as gold. That's awesome. Can't get any better than that.
Okay.
Tina, you think the rain is going to skip us? It's kind of been cloudy all day and windy, and it's cool out there right now. I think I want to turn the heater on tonight. I'm so old. I remember when Michael Jackson was black. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny.
Amy, changing it up. I love popsicles. Love popsicles.
Went to a place called Pizza Delight and had a super donair. What's on a super donair? I never heard of that. I want a donair before I die. I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
80 degrees? Was it 80 degrees today?
Tina, I think you're right. It's I got hot. It's 76 right now.
That's crazy because the wind's blowing. Stephen Lyle Outdoors, welcome in. He says, hey, everyone, just got in. I am collecting wood for wood stove and picking up a quarter beef for the freezer on Friday. Winter is coming. Absolutely.
Right.
And that's kind of what we wanted to talk about tonight was how you guys prep for winter.
How's everybody prep?
And what we do for prepping. We might get some ideas, some stuff we've overlooked or stuff we need to be thinking about that we hadn't thought about, and maybe you guys can think about some stuff that we talk about.
What's that? Stitching up, capturing country life. The 80s are. I'll give you the 80s. I am a 62 model, but I've got a broad span. I graduated in 81, so I'll give you that. The 80s are still here.
Elisa, how are you doing?
They had about 10 minutes of rain, Lori. I don't think we got that much. Maybe a sprinkle. Have you ever seen rain bounce when it hit the ground? That's how dry we are right now. If a drop of water hits the ground, it bounces.
I've washed my car 3 times in 6 days. And by morning, it'll be dusty, dirty again. Always good to have a spare spark plug and fuel filter for the generator and chainsaw. That is, yes, probably need to fill up all the fuel tanks.
It's funny that Cherokee girl says that. Is that the one that said that?
It's
no, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
I just went and got spark plugs for the chainsaws the other day. Cherokee girl, where are you getting a gyro at? I love them.
Don't they have gyros at that store in Seligman? Didn't we go eat there one time?
Northwest Arkansas Mall is the only gyro I know of.
Cherokee girl, where are you from? Krista says they're delicious.
They are.
Eastern Oklahoma, 82 degrees. We were in Grove today in Bernice. We went to go check on our camper, make sure everything was good. We did not winterize it. We're going to wait a couple more weeks before we winterize it.
We was in Miami.
Yeah.
Today. Kathy had to get her proxy card fixed.
Tennessee. So you said I'm in Tennessee now. Like, do you travel with your job or are you moving somewhere else?
Almost Green Acre. So gyros are similar to ours, but ours taste way better. Okay.
Well, she's that's almost a Green Acre. That's Krista, and she's in Canada. Well, I have at least 8 months supply of toilet paper. And soon we'll have a year's worth. There you go. Don't wait for a pandemic. Just stock up on it. Well, we buy it in bulk from Sam's or Walmart online, so it's delivered to the house. So we keep a huge pack in our Connex, in our root cellar, storm shelter. So then we have a huge pack that we're using in the house. So we always have that for a backup.
With the shortages going on and everybody running out buying toilet paper, I put on Facebook, there's a shortage on jobs, hoping everybody to go out and get one and start working.
Cherokee girl, so you're a Fed, so like an FBI, or you work for the federal government?
USDA.
Yeah.
That's what Kathy is.
Stephen
India?
In Northwest Indiana today, and windy, high of 56 on Friday. It sure is. I wanted a place cooler than Vegas and than VA is why I picked Tennessee. Okay, so you're right somewhere in the middle. Sounds good.
Got a good friend at Virginia Beach.
Pandemics. She's planning for the pandemics.
Veteran Affairs. Okay, you're a Marine. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your service. That's awesome. I'm USDA, so I work for the federal government. I actually start Sunday full-time. I'll have my own eggplant where they process eggplants. Where they process eggs at the plant. I'm the federal inspector. So I inspect those eggs before they come out to you guys.
Before they become an eggplant.
How we are prepping for the winter. Well, cleaned out the garden, and we've got that completely cleared out already because we're redoing the garden completely next year. So we wanted to have that completely done before it got too cold. So that is done. I'm going to trim back my fruit trees. I need to fix my blackberry bushes. I think I may need to cover those. I'm not sure if they need to be covered. Wanted to work for BIA once I got here.
Your blackberry
and they didn't
bushes don't need to be covered. They're fine. They'll go dormant just like a tree.
Thank you, Krista. I've been working full-time. A lot of the times I work full-time. I just finished 5 days yesterday and worked like 76 hours in 5 days.
Cherokee girl, you're absolutely a hero. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, you are a hero. We have a lot of respect for military. We have 2 boys that are military. Did they give you a USDA inspected stamp? I see my egg cartons. So no, we don't stamp if you bought a big box of eggs, it would have a label on the outside with a USDA stamp on it. All the egg cartons that we grade have USDA shields on them. So if you buy eggs that do not have a shield on them, then they were not graded by USDA.
Stitching it up. Thank you for voting early.
Yes, that's awesome. We voted early too. We almost was in a head-on collision twice. Not our fault. On the way to the polls.
We tried to get assassinated twice. Yeah, we tried, but somebody else tried.
I'm not salary. I work hourly. So the plant I'm going to be working at full time, it's they're not running a full 8-hour shift, but I will get paid 8 hours. But I'm sure I'll be going over to some other plants to fill in because we're kind of shorthanded right now. I'm taking over a plant where the USDA inspector is retiring.
Good grief. How old are you, Cherokee girl, to know who Inspector 12 is? Inspector 12 inspected jeans, eggs, chicken, beef, cattle. Inspector 12. You're cracking me up. She hasn't been labeled Inspector 12. So
Thank you, Bowen, for voting. We got to get out there and vote. P.S. He voted for Trump.
I'm
Awesome.
glad you're bold enough to say.
Yes, yeah. So we'll give a thumbs up on
We'll
that.
give a thumbs up.
Yep.
We don't say anything.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not going to get on politics because everybody has their own thoughts and opinions on politics.
And I respect that.
But yes, so let's don't open that can of worms. Hey, does anybody want to pop up on panel with us? I posted the link. Hopefully that works. Should be pinned at the top. Cherokee Girl will be 71 on December 31st.
That's why she knows who Inspector 12.
Hey, Heaven's Fire. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cherokee Girl says, I have nothing against Democrats.
I didn't either until 3 years ago. Maybe a little bit longer.
Still full of pizza and vinegar. She's still full of pizza and vinegar. She's fun. You need to jump up on panel with us.
Stitching it up. Started doing lives. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I will have to catch one of your lives. I've been staying on top of all your videos. We
got a blue in this.
Hey, so if anybody is still, I know there's some of you guys are still working on watch hours. If y'all need help with watch hours, reach out to me because a couple weeks ago I joined a buddy playlist swap list, and what they do is, let me add Amy to the stage. Girl.
Hey, I don't know how well this is going to work because I'm not on my internet and it's windy outside. So, yeah.
We're having to turn the volume up. Say it again, Amy. I didn't hear you.
You're outside.
I said, I don't know. Yes, I'm outside.
Say it again, what you said. Oh, she's froze. You're froze. Okay.
Am I froze?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm outside. I was like, I don't know how well this is going to work, but I just popped up to say hey.
Hey. Who's up behind you? Oh, he's got his Halloween costume on already?
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Oh, he's testing his costume, or is he going trick or treat, getting ready? Oh, I guess for tomorrow.
Tomorrow he will be going trick or treating.
Yeah, when we don't have kids at home anymore, it's hard to keep up with Halloween. And we live so far out in the country, nobody's coming out here to trick or treat. We gave all the grandkids their Halloween bags last week.
But Amy, I love the way you sound when you're froze up.
Shut up, Brian.
Hold on.
Hold on. How about you just eat your ice cream? Because it sounds really great when you're eating that ice cream.
I know it does.
And Kathy's talking.
I know.
And when Kathy's talking.
It's death. Run, Cherokee Girl said. So what was I saying? So if anybody is looking for watch hours, send me an email, because they started up a buddy list where every Monday they send out a new list pairing you up with somebody, and you go watch as much of their content as you can before the next Monday when the list comes out. And then and that person will be watching your content. And then, so at some point down the road, if you don't, I mean, you look like you're puzzled.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
So I was telling them that if anybody was needing watch hours, to send me an email and I will get them to the person that's got the list. They've started a list of buddy playlist swap. And every Monday they send out a new email buddying them up with somebody. So they each will watch their content as much as they can in that 7 days before the next watch list comes out, before the next buddy list comes out.
And by the way, anybody that's on our list on the chat right now that sees Amy,
Leonard Mountain
Leonard
Homestead.
Mountain Homestead, that's who they are. So
Bougie.
yeah, bougie. They are great people to watch. They got good content.
Yes.
Good go.
Good people to know. For a lot of you guys that are on the chat already know them. Texas Raider, thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yeah, I can't see the chat, so if somebody's saying hi, hello everyone.
Yeah, just keep
I'm
waving.
on my phone.
Amy. No, stop talking. Just keep waving.
Copy the link and paste it into the chat. You have to go to the person's channel, copy the link and paste it into the chat. Heaven's Fire, what are you referring to? What we missed? Krista.
Oh no, I guess he left me.
Krista, if you're wondering about this playlist, if anybody knows Mountain Grandma, she's the one that heads up this playlist swap, and she will email you. So if you want to go to her email and send her an email to get on that buddy list, do so. Because you'll gain some subs and you'll gain watch hours. Brian and I just got monetized on what's today? Wednesday, like Monday. It was a big shock. We were not expecting it so quick, but we had one video that just went nuts over like a 4-day period, and it was deer meat processing of all things. Perfect time of the year that people were looking up deer meat processing, and we got 1,900 watch hours out of that video in 4 days, and it monetized us. So
tell Cherokee that my popsicles are budget savers.
Hey Kathy, I'm gonna drop back into chat.
Okay.
I just popped up to say, hey, you are doing great.
I'm glad it worked.
Go away again, Brian. I was talking to Kathy.
He's on like
Golly,
his third
thank God
popsicle.
you're dropping off. Huh?
Love you guys.
Love you, Amy.
Bye.
Let
Bye.
me get back down to the bottom of the chat. A link for Cherokee Girl. Are you asking for a link on the swap list? Let me get her email address for Mountain Grandma.
So anybody, like we said, getting prepped and ready for the winter, if you ever lived in a camper, there is a ton of knowledge right here between us of because we lived in a camper for 4 years while we was building this house. It's not easy, but it can be done.
I'm sending the email
In the chat?
into the chat for Mountain Grandma. If you want to get on the list for I'm behind.
I don't want to miss anything.
Okay, I'm gonna post. I posted her. Thank you, Evelyn, for posting her link. I've sent her email in there. Just send her an email and say I'd like to be added to the buddy list. And then when they send the email out on Monday, it'll tell you exactly what I've said about you have the list for the next week. You know, watch as much content as you can, and eventually you may be paired up with that same person again. So then you could pick up there where you left off. I try to watch all their content. I will run it on TVs. I will run it on my laptop. I'll run it on my phone. But not everybody has the capability of doing that, and that's fine. But just watch as much content as you can, and that helps your watch hours, and it helps the person that you're buddied with. I love that idea. I didn't know anything about it. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for joining.
I didn't know anything about it until just a few weeks ago when we went to Pinecone Fest, and I was talking about how we need to watch hours, and somebody gave me the email to get added.
Heather,
first and second time on live. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to add you as a mod, Heather. Let me get back in there. Do it from my phone. We appreciate you guys all jumping on our live tonight. I know we get off talking about something else, and the goal is tonight we wanted to talk about winter prep, because we're in the middle of trying to winter prep, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are.
and it's fine. I mean, if you guys got questions about it or not, we love visiting too.
Okay, Heather, you should be a mod on there now. You have to refresh or something. Yes, a wrench mod. And my channel, and your channel name is Blue. Yes, those are our mods. They're the ones that help share people's links. They keep out the trolls, and just they do a lot of work. That's why they got a wrench, so they can help us work. And if we miss something in the chat, repeat it if you can. So we don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, because we're caught up. We're at the bottom now. So if we didn't answer a question, please put it back in there.
We do can, and we do freeze. In fact, our garden's finished, but we did can spaghetti sauce. We can cowboy candy. I've got eggs dehydrating in the dehydrator right now.
So who is that? Stitching it?
Yep, that is
okay.
Elisa.
So right now we're actually dehydrating eggs
to make powdered eggs for shelf life. We'll can them up with a condensate bag in them, and put them in our Connex for where our root cellar is.
Dehydrated eggs will last 25 years.
I need to make one to Henry mod. Okay, she should pop up. One. Well, do you have a video? I do. The dehydrating eggs and freezing eggs also. Those are probably one of the first 20 videos on our list.
Hey,
but
Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. But if you wanted to, it's in the cooking. I think it's in either the cooking or the prepping playlist. If you wanted to just go watch that video. Now, what I did when I froze eggs, some eggs I just cracked into a silicone mold and put those straight in the freezer. And then I just popped them out and put them in Ziploc bags.
Hang on a second. How do you scroll back down?
Back up, you mean right here?
Back up, yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on. Somebody said, I'm eating Chinese. Guess what? Whoa. You went too
Teresa.
far.
20 pints of blueberry syrup. That's awesome.
Go up. I'm eating, okay. You're eating Chinese? What am I eating? I'm going to say you're eating cat.
Bowen. Pork fried rice. That's my favorite.
Cat.
So on the freezing of the eggs, some of them I scrambled up and then put them in little jugs and put them in the freezer. And some of them I just cracked the eggs straight into a silicone mold and put those straight in the freezer and then just popped them out and put them in Ziploc bags. Brian doesn't like me doing those like that as much because it takes up freezer space. Where the dehydrating, of course, you're going to get scrambled eggs out of it when you hydrate them back.
Tell them how many eggs you get in a quart.
I can't remember.
It was like 8 dozen.
Yeah, maybe 8. I think maybe 8 dozen eggs will make a quart of powdered eggs.
It's crazy. You can store a lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs. Now, I wanted to do.
Oh, Lori liked her cowboy candy.
Oh, good. I'm glad she tried it, but it was too hot for her.
Really?
But it was for her grandson, though.
Okay.
So, and she said he liked it too.
Good.
Thank you, Lori. That's sweet of you. 25 years. What did we miss? Oh, shelf life. Yes. Their shelf life. I'm gonna grab a jar.
Yeah, powdered eggs. They're 25, 30 year shelf life. When you dehydrate them and put a desiccant moisture bag in it, it will last forever, basically. So it's going to last my lifetime.
It's just powder. And then we've got a cadescent bag in there, if you can see that little bag in there, and that keeps the moisture out. You don't have to seal them or anything. They're fine just like that. Shelf life on the in your root cellar or in your pantry or whatever like that. So, and
people that wonder about that, have we ever taken powdered eggs and made eggs? Absolutely.
It's on the video. If you want to go watch the dehydrating eggs video.
And we rehydrated.
Yes, we rehydrated. We did it all the way. That way, if anybody had any questions, how it worked out. Okay, let's see. Hey, Scotty. I need to make Crystal a mod. Go back and find Crystal.
If things went to crap and you didn't have any protein, that 1 quart jar
will feed a
lot of people.
And in the description of that, I say how many teaspoons or tablespoons of the powdered egg to water that you'll have to use.
Just pour a bunch of water on it and pour the water off when it hydrates. When you're trying to survive. Hate to see her walk away, but love to watch her. Oh. Cherokee girl. Know how to make heat from, yes. What caught my attention is Kathy and I actually just made a bunch of lard from beef tallow. And you can do the same thing with any tallow, whether it's pork, beef, or whatever. You can make heat from any kind of lard. But yeah, you're right, Crisco. Yes, you can.
So we rendered 35 pounds of beef tallow and got, gosh, I don't even remember.
Probably 35 pounds of lard.
Yeah, well, so and this stuff is shelf life too. That video will be coming out maybe Sunday or the following Sunday. This is frozen eggs right here. It's frozen scrambled eggs. And you just scramble up a bunch of them. And I ordered these little, they're like miniature milk jugs. Ordered them on Amazon and just filled them up, put them in the freezer. But Brian says it takes up too much space in the freezer to have a bunch of them. But
Crystal, don't freeze them. Dehydrate them.
Dehydrating. If scrambled eggs is what you like, the best thing is dehydrating because it just takes up so much less space. Crystal's not showing up as a mod yet.
You going to mod?
I already did. It's not
Oh.
showing up. It should now. Maybe I had to refresh. This is so convenient for like cooking. Like if you're gonna make cookies or a cake or something, and you need eggs. This is like 3 eggs. So I just thaw it out and it goes in my batter.
I'll be glad when she's done with the frozen eggs.
Well, I'm saving them. They're for preserving. They're for hard times.
I know, but hard times means you ain't got electricity. You ain't going to keep them frozen. Means you got to cook them. Dehydrated, you ain't got to cook. They just stay on the
I
shelf.
got dehydrating eggs in the dehydrator now. Did Crystal show up?
Lori, I was wondering how much dehydrated egg for a recipe. That's funny you asked that because we do have an equation on how much dehydrated egg makes like 3 eggs.
Yeah, it's on the video in the description. Let me see if I have that note in my.
It's a great question,
Okay.
but we answer those.
Okay, so 1 tablespoon of powdered egg plus 3 tablespoons of hot water equals 1 egg. So that's how you can determine if you need 3 eggs, then you would do 3 tablespoons of the powdered egg to 9 tablespoons of water.
And let it hydrate. It'll actually start forming and it will make egg.
The warmer your water, the faster it hydrates.
Yes.
Liver? What are we talking about with liver? I missed something. Krista's talking about something with liver.
Mod. Do you recommend a certain brand? I've got a Cabela's 6-drawer dehydrator. Any
dehydrator is going to work for you.
You need a silicone pad.
And I can't show them.
Because we got it full right now.
So our dehydrator has like rectangle shaped trays. And we bought some silicone mats to put in there. And that's what holds the eggs. And they just got a tiny little lip on them. So it doesn't take much egg to put in there. Maybe a cup and a half in our dehydrator. But you don't want to fill it too full. You don't want to spill it while you're trying to put it over into the dehydrator.
And Wanda, anything that you've got to put in the freezer, and I'm with you. I mean, there's certain things, berries and stuff like that. But anything that goes in the freezer takes up space. And just remember, if you go through hard times, electricity, communication, freezer, all that stuff's gone.
Unless you have enough fuel to run a generator.
And say hard times is for a month.
Bye, Elisa.
Just understand anything that you can put up dry and put a desiccant bag in it and keep the moisture out of it, it will last way longer than freezing.
I wish we had a freeze dryer. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
It would be nice to have a freeze dryer, but those are very expensive. That's not something that will ever be in our budget, I'm sure.
Yeah, freeze dry is like $2,000. You can get one of these dehydrators for $100
or less. I
or
mean,
less.
they have
Just
cheaper
round
ones.
it up.
And they've got round dehydrators. They got square ones. They got rectangle. They've got all different sizes and price ranges, which whatever fits your budget.
Square trays is the best way to go. I've got both. Round one, it's almost like a angel cake, got a center in it. If you're going to do liquids, you can't do it. You can dehydrate meats and stuff like that, but if you're going to do eggs, you need a flat tray.
Amy, you want a dehydrator? Yeah, I've seen some YouTube videos on freeze dryers. Man, they're nice.
And Wanda, I want a freeze dryer too.
Yeah.
But God, they're just too much right now. Maybe one day.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
Greenacre, do you make beef jerky with it?
Those round ones are good for herbs because you can just lay your leaves on there. If
you can make beef jerky, you can dehydrate eggs.
Well, she's got a round one though.
I know.
But you may check Amazon, Krista. They may have round silicone mats that would be great for.
It's not silicone; it's a thin neoprene for the round one. That's what I was going to tell Wanda. Was they do? You can, and you can make fruit roll ups and all kinds of stuff with it.
Living Traditions. They've demonstrated. Yes, that's who I seen. Sarah and I forget her husband's name, but with their freeze dryers, I know. I think it's like $2,800 is what they paid for theirs. They're pretty transparent. Oh gosh, our Louisiana Life's in there. Trey's in there. Hey Trey, my big timing friends.
He ain't got time for us.
He's working night shift, so he's got all night. We're gonna stay on here for 4 hours.
No. I can tell you in 30 minutes or less. Good night, Trey.
You ain't going to bed at 7. How many popsicles you gonna eat tonight?
Tonight's a red one.
Everybody's saying hi to Trey.
Who's Trey?
Yep, Crystal beat Trey in.
I've met Trey. I see a picture of Crystal. I think Trey's been adopted.
Brian is big backing tonight.
I don't know what I'm doing, Leonard Mountain.
Awesome, Krista. Great. Thank you. It makes it easy to drop a link when you're a mod because if you're not a mod, you have to go out of the chat. You have to leave the chat and go find their links. And anybody that's not subbed to somebody that's in the chat and they want to sub them, if you're a mod, it's easy to go sub them. It's just right there. Thanks for coming in, Wanda.
Thank you, Wanda.
Trey's just now saying hi to his sister.
Yeah. You want to buy my popsicle?
I don't want any
Take
popsicle. So, some other things that we do for winter prep is, of course, splitting firewood. We have a wood burning stove in our shop, and that's it. Our shop's connected to our house. It's all under one roof, and our little tiny home is in the front part, and then our wood burning stove in the shop. So we have to make sure we have plenty of firewood and ready for the winter. And we've split firewood probably 4 times already this summer when it was extremely hot. But
don't worry about what I'm eating.
But we have
popsicles.
We have a huge pile of wood that we still need to split from all the trees from the tornado. You are eating a lot. Popsicles. That's what she says, eating a lot.
Yeah. And Kathy actually cooks on that wood stove.
Yep, during the winter, I'll make cornbread. I'll saute vegetables.
Dressing.
Yeah. It's fun. I mean, you're. Oh gosh, look. Look, he's backstage. Should we leave him backstage for a little bit? I don't know. I don't think he can hear us.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh God! And there he is, alive.
Well, you look rested.
No, I'm not. I have been up and doing I've been doing food plots since 12 o'clock today, and I didn't even get to do my ryegrass for my pastures. I come to work and got a shower at work, so I wouldn't be ready.
Well, at least you got one of them done, right? I mean,
I got one. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go home in the morning.
How many popsicles I eat?
It's like your sixth popsicle. I'm counting the sticks.
Wow.
Oh, Amy.
We're always eating something.
You'd be back up. Anyway. No, I was just going to jump
on. Get your food? Did you get your food plot seeded?
He got one of them.
Yes.
One of them.
Yes.
Not the rye.
Well, I got all my food plot done. I just have my cow stuff. I got to get my pasture planted.
Okay. Well, my fingers are crossed. You're going to get some rain. I hope you do.
Well, I know I don't need to rain before in the morning because I'm going to get off in the morning and go home and get straight on a tractor in the morning and try to get pastures planted in the morning before I go to bed. So then it can rain.
How long will it take you to do that? How long does it take?
Probably a couple hours.
Well, that's not too bad. You can just sleep till time to go to work.
How fattening is an icy pop?
Trey, Amy. Wait. Amy just said that Trey kept her up to almost one. No, let me tell you. I was trying to talk to Chris last night, and all you could hear in the background was the little bougie white chick snoring. I mean, Chris finally had to leave the room. It was so bad.
That's funny. I'm glad to know that she snores.
Oh, it's so bad.
It
sounds like a freight train coming at you.
Wow. Well,
now, Amy, what else you got to say?
I saw Amy. I think I was the last one to leave the chat when she closed it.
Well, yeah. This was after the chat.
Oh, okay.
Crystal, I can tell you, if I had ice cream sandwiches, that would be bad because I would eat them, but. You're right. These are not as fattening. So,
peanut brittle. My favorite is pecan brittle, and I've made peanut brittle and pecan brittle before, but the next time I tried it, it turned out like, what's that?
Like turtles.
No, not turtles, but
if you can't make peanut brittle, it turns into turtles. Without the chocolate.
Without the caramel.
No.
She started it, Bowen. Do what, Trey? I need you to go save George for Georgia from Amy, please.
Save George for Georgia.
Oh, gosh. You need to go save her from her pigs.
No, I don't know. I guess so. See, now the truth's coming. I did fall asleep for real, though, while he was talking to Chris, see? And
she didn't know she was.
She just said, we know how she's racist and she'll lie to you and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So we know how she is. But if you look up her, she just said I was lying, and now she's coming back through saying, "Well, I was asleep," so she don't know how bad she was snoring.
You know what?
Where's Mr. Leonard Mountain at?
Trey, I thought she was Chinese. Now I know she is.
Yes, Krista. It turns out chewy. It turns out chewy, but it sticks all to your teeth too.
Like a turtle.
I like turtles. It's a little different than a turtle.
It's like a turtle.
We do not have livestock. We want to get a couple of goats and some rabbits and some pigs. We don't have chickens. We can't have chickens because I work for USDA. I grade chickens and grade eggs. So can't have that with USDA.
So let me bring you up
but
to
we
speed.
will get some stuff.
We are setting on just basically right at 20 acres here. We have 350 acres on my mom's old home place that my cousin Bobby runs cattle on. So there's a lot of land that we run that is with cattle. And I've got a cousin just up the road that's got a ton of goats. But Kathy and I, we travel around so much that we don't want to attend to animals. We just let the cousins take care of it.
But I do want to get pigs and rabbits.
But Trey, if I got to get on a tractor and go do work, I get on a tractor and go do work.
Yep, that's right.
But I'm not going to be on top of cattle all day long on 350 acres.
Crystal says, Amy, you can't name your food. Don't feel right.
Yes, you can.
Homer. We got a hog one time named Homer. We named it Homer and then took it to the slaughterhouse.
A 305-pound hog.
I think they're twins. George and Georgia. It's perfect.
Now Amy's talking about their brother and sister. Would you keep Trey? No. You'd rather keep Trey than Crystal.
Now, are you and Crystal twins?
God, no.
Come on.
No, there ain't no way.
Have you seen how young I look and how old she looks? I mean, she's older. She's younger than me, and she looks older than I do.
I'll argue that point.
Oh, mercy. You can't name them. Yeah, but y'all take all kinds of stuff to freezer camps. My gosh. When Tommy's home, it's enough things shot with all kind of hole punchers.
I forgot I can do this.
What are you looking at?
I need to pin. Bowen, yes. Cross-contamination. That's why. So they don't want us. So these eggplants that I work at, they have their own chicken houses that lay the eggs. So if I was to have chickens, then there's a possibility I could take something from my home flock and bring it into a plant that could cause them to lose all their chickens.
USDA has made us sterile. We can't do anything. So that's the reason why our cousins are running the farm, and we go out and do what we can do equipment wise, but we're not running any cattle. Bobby does. He takes care of that.
We do a lot of other stuff. We have gardening and canning and prepping and sawmilling, and
we sit around and eat bark off of trees.
Brian eats popsicles.
Trey eats homemade ice cream.
A lot of it. I ain't had none like 3 days or something like that. Wow. We got the stuff at the house to make it. We've just been so stinking busy. Look, I have slept. I'm running on 8 hours of sleep since Sunday.
And Jessica's working a second job.
See, even Leonard Mountain agrees with me. She's the prettier side. Something happened, Trey. I don't know what it is. I mean,
I'm going to shave and show y'all. I'm going to trim up. I got to trim up before Friday night because
I had to yesterday.
Well, it's my son's senior night at football, so I got to trim up for that. But then we're going to do the no shave November. We're going to see how scraggly I can get by the end of November.
Are you going to do that? If you're going to do it, I'll do it.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it, but I got to trim up.
Are you going to go bare face start, or are you just going
No, I'm going to start out. I'm just going to trim it up a little bit.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. I just look all scraggly right now. I ain't done nothing. I've almost went no shave October for the
I trimmed up yesterday because I didn't even recognize myself when I looked in the mirror.
Krista, you don't think you want to tackle trying to kill the chicken yourself?
Now, Crystal,
put it in the freezer.
How are you, the baby, but he's the baby. Are you the baby, Trey, or is she the baby?
She's the baby, but she thinks I'm the baby. I don't know. I guess I don't know where she gets that from. I guess she thinks everybody babies me or something. I don't know. That's
Are you the only boy? Are you?
I'm the only. It ain't but two of us. It's me and her.
Oh, okay.
So I'm 40. I'm 45, and I think she's 42.
I wish I could pin that. Let's see if that. There it goes.
I just might, Amy. You don't never know.
If you cry, I'll cry with you, Trey.
I just want to sleep. That's all I want right now is sleep.
Oh,
hey, Kristen, I thought you was gonna come jump on my live Monday night. By the way, you said last Monday you was gonna come jump on, and you didn't do it. You just jumped in and said hey and watch, but you didn't come jump on and talk to us.
I jumped on, but I didn't talk.
So Heaven's Farm doesn't have chickens in town?
She lives in town. It's y'all must have a POA.
Crystal
won't allow you to have chickens.
I figured
in town.
You could say you could have chickens because you could claim them as pets.
Just put them on a leash in the front yard. I mean, what's no different having a dog on a leash? You know, they make them. You can put them on their legs and put them on a leash right there.
There's not a better guard dog than a guinea. I mean, that stupid thing sounds off every time a stinking fly comes in the yard.
Yeah. There's old Tim Mason, Mr. Alabama Crimson Tide lover himself.
Hey, oh, God. Tim. Friends don't let friends roll tide.
Crystal said shaving's not going to make you prettier.
Well, it'll be all right. Make me feel better anyway.
What was that? I didn't notice. Brain? Or Brian?
Well, she probably meant Brian, but I didn't notice. Oh, I don't know. What did she not notice?
What did you not notice? Almost.
Hey, what? Here's my question.
What's your question?
How in the world are you going to kill Georgia or George, whichever one it is, George, isn't it? When you don't eat no meat on the bone. It's just going to be plumb wasteful.
My God.
Hey, Kristen.
Here we go down that rabbit hole again.
Yeah, well, I don't know how she going to eat the chickens. I don't know how she going to eat any of that stuff. It all comes off the bone.
She likes that pink meat, you know, when they make it at a stinking refinery plant and pink meat runs down and they pour a little batter in it and make a McDonald's chicken nugget.
Oh, hey, look, she likes her chicken nuggets now. Don't be talking about them chicken nuggets.
Pink meat might as well be a wiener on a stick.
I mean, every time her and Chris go to McDonald's, she gets her Happy Meal and she's happy. I love you, Amy. Team save George for Georgia. Oh, shoot.
Crystal, does he get everything he wants from Mama and Daddy?
No. Negative. George is going to be Meals. Georgia is going to be the Mama Piggy. As long as it has a toy that comes with it. That's right.
Had to get my teeth.
That's what I said. Yep. Yeah, if we can just get Chris to get you a CPAP to kind of help control that snoring when we talk, that would be lovely. Whew. Oh, mercy. Oh, Crystal, absolutely. Look at her. She is so full of it.
I'm trying to catch up on the chat.
We're taking up a collection for George now.
I think chickens could be an emotional support animal. So we have several neighbors on our road that have chickens, and sometimes they come down here and they're just so nice, and I mean they're friendly, and they'll let you pick them up. You reach down or you walk up to them and they just squat down like this for you to pick them up.
Yep. Oh, mercy. Well, I have got to my boss. My phone that was ringing a while ago was my boss calling me. So I got to get off and talk, see what my boss wanted. I have to go make a round because I had to come to work to get a shower. So I hadn't done anything yet. That's why I'm just getting on.
So
I've just
Kathy
got
didn't
here.
tell the whole story. Our neighbor down the road, he asked for advice. He's from California. Him and his wife wanted to make a homestead, and they wanted to know what kind of chickens laid the best. And I said golden comets by far. And them stupid birds, like she's saying, they are so docile because I've been around them all my life from my grandma. And they're a cross from a longhorn and a red island. And they'll just squat down in front of you. And you can pick them up. They don't peck you. They're just really good chickens. And they lay really good. So anybody out there wants chickens, get golden comets.
Yep.
Are you going to leave, Trey?
Yeah, I've got to call my boss back. My phone was ringing a while ago. It was my boss calling me.
Leave it running.
And I am. I'm just going to drop out. I may jump back on, but I was just going to get on a minute and say hello. And I may, who knows, I may jump on in a little bit and do a live.
There you go.
That way I can talk about Amy. Maybe she'll be listening in the background and she might jump on and talk with me or something. So.
Well, thank you for popping in.
All right.
Your sister's already saying bye to you, so get off.
Yeah, Amy too. Amy's glad I'm getting off.
Felicia.
All right. We'll see y'all. Bye, everybody.
Right. Bye. So who do we got left? Hey, Amy, name every animal you got. My gosh.
Pop up on screen so you can talk about your animals.
Name every one of them. I'm like you. I can cut the head off of anything we got out here.
I was trying to think of that.
By LSU, Texas.
Krista, go look up on YouTube Stillwater Ranch. What is that girl's name? I can't remember the girl's name, but she's got a video out, one of her first videos of how they cut the heads off the chicken. They use like $1 million or something.
Oh,
so
hey guys, anybody that likes Pretty and Pooch, they're going live too. So if y'all want to catch them, they're on right now.
Otherwise, we're just gonna stay going. Bye, Amy. There you go, Krista. Yes, they'll give you ideas, and then maybe you just start with one or two. Amy
probably hasn't put on makeup, so she can. Trey, I thought you was gone.
Yeah, well, maybe you could find somebody, Krista, that would want to do it with you, like learn with you or show you how to do it, do a demo. We want to get a couple meat rabbits and probably a couple meat goats and a couple meat pigs.
We're seriously thinking on the goat and rabbit side, if anybody's questioning. And we actually got knowledge on both. So we're thinking about doing that since we can't do birds. Got a rabbit inside, one outside, and 3 cats inside. Holy cow, heaven's on fire.
I've never had rabbits.
Rabbits is a good meat. They're real good meat.
Well, I wonder why Chad got rid of his.
I don't think he did.
Oh, he still got rabbits?
Mm-hmm. Oh. They're bucking doe.
Oh, okay. So they're breeding.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I miss rabbits. Bowen, what made you quit? And Crystal, I'm sorry you had to put up with Trey all your life. Still.
I'm pretty sure we ate rabbit growing up. My dad hunted everything, and we ate a lot of game.
Bowen, you're right. They are way easier than chickens. Yes. Because the way they breed and how fast their growth rate is really fast.
We've had pet rabbits. Our current rabbits are pets. I'm going to add a buck, and our pets will produce food.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, we'll start with 2 also. We'll probably do that too. We may do that in the spring. We might be more ready for that after we get the new garden done.
My first rabbits, Mom and Dad got me when I was real young, Sonny and Cher, and they made a lot of rabbits. They got you, babe.
Oh, and keep the fur.
You can. Yep.
I'm afraid I'd get attached to them.
No. But keeping the fur, that you drive PETA out of their freaking mind over fur coats, fur, anything.
That's a good question, Krista. That's something I'd want to know too.
What's that?
How long does it take for a meat rabbit to mature to where you can eat them?
Compared to chickens,
Yeah.
Chickens will mature in 45 days. I'm trying to remember, because my mom was USDA too. She did everything. She did rabbits, chicken, eggs, all of it. I'll find out. I'll answer that.
Yeah, I don't. Does anybody know how long it takes for a meat rabbit to mature to where then you can eat it?
A goat, I don't care how long it takes for a goat, because I'd fight with it and wrestle with it till one day I looked at it and decided I want to butcher it. So
Bowen said it was before 2020. So pre-pandemic.
Bowen, what?
I think, did you ask him about why he got rid of his
So right
rabbits?
there, 10 to 12 weeks. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So they're quick.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like chickens.
Well, that's just 3 months.
Chickens are 45 days, and that's close. So they mature about the same.
How long do rabbits stay pregnant when you breed?
I think about the time when the buck's done. I mean, they spit their kids out so fast, and they call them pinks. They're just little pink, hairless, look like a rat almost.
So about your gardening season. So our gardening season goes from about mid-April to end of September.
That's changing because we've got two greenhouses now that we're going to do starters in through the winter.
That's on my fall winter prep, is to get my greenhouse ready and get my starter stuff, and maybe try to grow some things over the winter. I planted cabbages and something's already ate them, so I'm just going to grow them inside of our shop in a greenhouse.
So Crystal, you're going to make rabbit gloves to make dehydrated eggs.
It is. Well, Crystal did an alligator hunt and got a lot of alligator meat. I don't think I've ever had alligator meat.
You have.
Powerhouse in Fayetteville, I don't think it was real alligator. You think it was real? 31 days. So I think we could early spring and throughout the summer and fall, we could have several batches of rabbits.
A buddy of mine, Warren Crawford, and I would hold a crawfish boil every year, and we would do gator meat. and it would be tail and legs. And gator meat is great. If anybody was wondering, I don't know if that was a question, but gator meat is really, really good. And Crystal, how big of a gator did you get?
They were huge. There was 3 of them.
Well, I'm wondering how she hunted. Did she do it with a harpoon, with a like gigging, or did you go out and shoot them?
I wish you had, Crystal. That would have been awesome.
Oh gosh, yeah. Did you actually go gig them, or did you shoot them? Because I had a friend that went out and gigged them like a frog. That's a challenge.
The kids till they were 3 to 4 months. Born July 14th. So they could be pregnant and mature to be eaten within a garden season. Is that what you're saying, Krista?
They can be pregnant again. Yes.
Okay. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to get some from up at Anderson and start. We've got that thing down there. How? I think we're going to get us some rabbits. Does anybody know how they do during the winter?
Good God. Thank you, this group. I didn't want to be ready to get rabbits right now.
I'm ready to get rabbits. I'm ready to have some rabbit meat. Let's add to our collection of meats in the freezer.
Mm. Line bait. Okay.
And shoot. Okay.
I got you.
Cool.
That's an awesome way to hunt.
Krista. What are meat rabbits called? Yes, good thing. I mean, because it's meat rabbits would probably be different than just a regular rabbit. Bowen's wanting up. Sorry, Bowen. Didn't see you. Sorry about that, Bowen.
Hey, Bowen.
Hey, y'all. How's it going?
It's good.
So answer a question for us. What's the difference between a meat rabbit and a rabbit?
Nothing.
So they're all
meat rabbits.
No, they're all meat rabbits, unless you get one of those little I call them novelty rabbits. Like
you mean a gremlin?
Yeah, a little gremlin.
A gremlin. Yeah. A rabbit's a rabbit.
But anyway, you're right. Rabbits are rabbits. I had a California doe and a New Zealand buck.
Nice.
And they drew great kids. She never had a problem. And they grew out within maybe 3 months. It all depends on how big your family is and how much you want. Like, if you don't want to cook a whole rabbit.
Well, them New Zealand's is a big breed. I mean, they're huge. They're a good rabbit. And, southern Arkansas, Louisiana, where Kathy and I are from, there's a rabbit called a swamp rabbit.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than all these rabbits up here.
Yeah. They're way bigger than the rabbits we have here. Yeah, I've heard about those swamp rabbits.
So Heaven's Fire said a rabbit is a rabbit. Okay. The bigger the breed, the better. So give us some tips on what's a better breed for a bigger rabbit.
Well, like Bowen said, New Zealand.
And that's what she said too. Okay.
Yeah, New Zealand's are good rabbits.
Okay. Crystal said 11 foot 4 inches and 11 foot 5 inches were the bigger ones. They actually got 3. I think there was 3, right, Crystal, in the that I saw.
And the thing about rabbits,
Alligators.
is,
Crystal, alligators.
the thing about rabbits is they have so many kids.
Sorry.
My doe would throw or have like 12 kits each time.
At a time?
Yeah, at a time.
Wow.
Yeah, like 12.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll have 12.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you think about 12 little 4-pound, 3-pound rabbits. I mean, that's pretty good. Uh-oh. They're froze.
So I'm going to write this down. New Zealand. Yeah, it's doing that every now and then. Sorry about that. So New Zealand and French lock.
No. All right, so in my opinion,
Okay.
I didn't do the locks. I didn't do any of the locks. I would have a California doe because they're large enough for about any buck. So a lock means their ears are flappy. That's what that means. When you say French lock or whatever lock, that means their ears are flappy. They're all bent under. So I never mess with those. And
okay,
so Bowen, did you use all the rabbit droppings? Did you use it for any kind of compost?
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, that's great compost. That's what Chad and them did.
Yeah.
That's why they're barking flush.
We didn't use it as compost. We took the pellets and applied it directly to the beds.
So garden beds?
You just went ahead and used it like soil.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many rabbits did you have to have that much soil?
Oh my
That'd
God.
Well, see,
I had like 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rabbit droppings is not near as harsh as chicken. You know, chicken, that manure is harsh. It'll burn up a garden. But rabbits like horse manure.
It's a cold manure. We call it cold. Like
it is.
You said, the chicken's a hot manure.
It is.
But the rabbit is a cold manure. And so it was just, so here's what I did to make this simple. I took a piece of tin, roofing tin, and I made a slide. I put it under the rabbit cages. I had a line of them. I put this tin under the rabbit cages like a little slide, and the manure would run down the slide into kitty litter buckets.
Okay, that's a great idea. I was kind of had that in my mind.
So what I did.
Well, I'm going to answer you on my page.
So what I did is I took 2 kitty litter boxes that the litter comes in. I just had access to them. Put them inside each other, and the top one inside, I put mesh. So when you pulled it out, that one bucket didn't have a bottom; it had a mesh bottom.
So you were kind of sifting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would so the pellets would be in that top section. You just pull it out, and the urine would be in the bottom where the wood shaders were.
So you're talking about under the cage, because rabbits usually are inside a free-floating cage and everything falls through.
Well, and he put a piece of tin underneath it, but
to catch it,
but at an angle, and he had buckets under lining where the angled part down like this, so it would automatically fall down into the buckets.
Perfect, Bowen.
Yes,
Like
that's
slide.
that's what I
Perfect.
had in my mind. But
Yeah.
we have the thing out here on our property that would work for a couple of rabbits. And if we put it up on a stand and then did something like that underneath it, then everything would just fall, because it's wire mesh is what the cage deal is made out of. So yeah, absolutely.
So, to Brian's credit, he is right. Most people hang the rabbits, like from the ceiling or whatever.
Yep.
But obviously, wheelchair, that didn't work for me. So, like the captain said, I put them on a stand. And then,
Okay.
so mine were on a stand. And then
Bowen, that makes sense, because I didn't think about, your disability to be able to take care of those, because normally rabbits are in basically a free floating cage, and everything just falls through. So to help you made you a deal to capture it and deal with it different.
And you've got your eggs from your chickens on a similar situation like that too, where they roll down to where you can get them from the sidewalk.
Yeah. So I bought that little chicken house from Tractor Supply, back when I had a reasonable amount of chickens. And we just built onto that. So they lay most of the time.
So Heaven's Fire, she does it with plywood.
You see,
she does it with plywood so she can scoop.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't scooping shavings.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. But anyway, they lay the eggs in that little nest box. So that's right there at wheelchair level, which is why I bought that particular chicken coop in the beginning. It was right there where I could reach them.
Well, and you did some other alterations to that to make it work for you. Like you had the water and the food right there by the door. That way, if they emptied them and they didn't throw them across the back where you couldn't get them. That was very smart. I like the way you had that set up.
Bowen, are you able to still do anything like that? Do you do anything?
He does chickens.
You do chickens?
He takes care of all the chickens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know how he's got it set up.
Oh, Kathy watches everything. I'm catching
it. Yeah, I appreciate the comments. But yeah, so like you said, we got the water set up. I got the bowl set up around the pen. I put chains on them. Mm-hmm. That way, like she said, they didn't end up in the middle or the back of the chicken coop.
Where you can't get
them.
Yeah.
Or they like to bury them. That's another thing that happens to those dogs. They'll bury them.
Shavings.
Yeah. They'll just end up in the bottom of the can. Matter of fact, we'll clean out the pen the other day, a couple months ago, and we found 2 bowls that had just been buried. And I was wondering what they were. I thought I'd lost them. But, So now everything has a chain on it.
Heaven's Fire, what's your name? If it's okay to ask. I'm going to go watch some of your videos to check out your rabbits and stuff. Hi, Heather. Oh, that's right. I heard them saying that on a live the other night about the HEA and the beginning of your name, and then in your name being Heather, and I forgot about that. Sorry. I'll remember that next time.
I'm not even gonna lie. I am not gonna remember that.
Heather, I'm gonna go watch those videos you've got out there on your rabbits. Looking
yeah.
forward to that. Now I'm excited about rabbits. I might go get rabbits tomorrow.
Golly, I wish we hadn't even done this live. I'm not ready.
I will tell you this.
What you got, Bo?
When you get ready for rabbits, or when you get rabbits, after you get rabbits, first time you go to the doctor, for whatever it is, your primary health, they're going to ask you, do you self-harm? Because rabbit scratches look exactly like you took a razor and did something to yourself.
So probably wear some long gloves when we get in there.
Get some welded gloves. That's what I use.
Well, Greenacre, welcome back.
I used every now and then welded gloves. Oh, you're in a cold climate. So I live in North Carolina. So we're not a cold climate. Yeah.
Heck, you're a beach boy. You live on the ocean?
No, I live in the middle of the state.
Oh, okay.
So about 3 hours from the ocean, Ryan.
So how'd you do through the hurricane? Are you good? Did everything work out good for you?
So we're good. There was some storm damage, obviously, and we got some rain, but that's all we got.
You got a bunch of rain.
Bunch of rain and a little bit of wind.
Yeah. My daughter actually come out there because JB Hunt sent her out there, I guess, to help out with the what FEMA wasn't taking care of. There was Walmart and JB Hunt, and a lot of people stepped up to help out.
Yeah.
And my daughter was part of that crew.
No, Bowen, you're in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I am 3 hours.
That's where Mitzi went.
Yep.
So I'm 3 hours from Asheville. Everybody talks about Asheville. So I'm about 3 hours from there.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe.
I'm surprised that's all you guys got, being that close.
Because people don't realize how big North Carolina is.
Yeah.
Let's say it goes all the way to the coast, to the tip of Tennessee. And it's like a big triangle.
Yeah. You guys act like you got a southern language like us, but it's not fair. You're in North Carolina.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, though. Sometimes I watch my videos and I think, man, I sound like cornbread.
Thank you, Heather, for coming in.
Hey, there ain't nothing more southern than cornbread.
Let me just say something real quick. So Brian and I got monetized a few days ago, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to try to plan it soon. I'll get something posted out there. We're going to do a giveaway just to kind of celebrate getting monetized. And if anybody is still needing watch hours, either reach out to me or to Mountain Grandma and let her know you want to be added to the watch list. And we're going to be there. Is an exchange list for those that didn't hear earlier.
Oh God, Trey's back.
Exchange list where you swap playlist for a week with somebody and watch as much content as you can. So if anybody has any questions about that, you can reach out to me or to Tammy with Mountain Grandma. But yes, Heather, thank you for coming in, and we'll see you next time.
But since Miss Kathy mentioned it, I'll mention it. I too got a giveaway going as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations.
I'll give a shout out on my community page in a little while and get the word out there, Bowen, that you are looking for watch hours and subscribers.
Yeah, I need them watch hours bad, but I've started putting out content again. And that's the number I'm watching is the watch hours.
Yeah, those subscribers, they'll come, but the watch hours are harder to get. We got lucky. When we hit our watch hours, we had a video over a 4-day period that just went nuts, and it was on deer meat processing, and so many people were watching it. We got, I think, 1,900 hours in like a 4-day period, and that pushed us over on that one video. Now we have a short that's up close to 600,000 views on it, but that short wasn't helping us any with our watch hours until you're monetized. But yes, we're gonna.
How many views you say?
We're close to 600,000, isn't it?
600,000. We're climbing to 1 million over a short.
A Brian getting a fishing hook in his thumb. But anyway, we're gonna help everybody. We're a big community, a big family. We love all you guys, and any way that we can help, we'll help. Well, I've got 3 TVs and a laptop and my phone I can run videos on. I've got 2 TVs running videos right now on channels.
I can't even watch a football game because she's got every TV taken up.
And we appreciate it.
And Bowen, I love the knowledge you've got. Thank you for sharing what you said.
You and Heather both.
Yes.
Thank you for and everybody that knows stuff about rabbits. I'm ready to go get rabbits tomorrow.
Hey, I feel you. I like rabbits.
Farm.
They're a whole lot easier than chickens.
Okay.
Yeah, chickens kind of like Holstein cows. They can get a virus, get sick and die. And, rabbits are pretty tough.
Now, I'll tell you a story. I was doing some construction down there at the barn. And somebody told me the rabbits were sensitive. I didn't pay much attention. So we're doing this construction. And I go in the barn and grab some screws. And I look over, and one of the tits, it was a brown rabbit at this point, had died. I was like, what in the world? Like 30 minutes ago, you was good. I don't know if it had a heart attack. I don't know what it was, but what I do know is don't operate power tools around rabbits. They do not. I'll never do that again.
I think they're kin to the rat family because if you spook them real fast, then a mouse, a rat, they'll almost lock up and die, but just because they got spooked.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're pretty resilient as far as diseases. I mean, you don't have to worry about that.
I appreciate all your knowledge, Heather. Yours and Bowen's and everybody. Now, I do have a question. How do they do during the winter months?
Do you got to put a heat lamp on them?
Rabbits do great during the winter.
You know why? Because they got rabbit fur.
Yes. Your problem is going to rise during the summer.
Oh.
That's when your problem's going to arise. They don't do heat. They don't do heat.
No heat.
They don't. They got to have cold water. The only thing about rabbits, in my opinion, that's a negative is when it's hot. You better have a way to cool them down because they will stroke out and die.
Yeah. You almost got to have fans on them.
I did have fans.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
I did have fans on.
Do I need to eat pork rinds or popsicles?
Electric water bottle warmer. That's ideal. Because I was thinking their water would freeze up. But I was thinking, just every day go out there and give them fresh water, something from in the house that's not frozen. But electric bottle warmer would be ideal. I need to put that on my list.
Golly, Are we raising a child again?
So I don't know how cold it gets where y'all are at.
Well, Bowen, we have
seen
pretty moderate winters, but it will drop 15 below zero the last 2 years here for some reason
That was 3
for
years
about
ago.
a week.
Yeah, we do have freezing temps, and
we'll stay there.
Yeah.
Wow. So you might, like the comments are saying, you might need to do something about the water.
Yeah.
But and you know, I never tried that, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. A ceramic tile stand during the wintertime or during the summertime.
You're right. You're exactly right, Owen.
I've never tried that, but I bet that would work.
Well, Heavens on Fire already just commented exactly what you just said.
Yeah, I bet that would. That's where I saw it. That's it. I had fans, and my chickens, my rabbits were in a barn, so
Yeah.
I didn't worry about extreme heat or extreme cold.
So
they were in a barn.
the wind couldn't get to them, is what you're saying.
And
right.
She's in Minnesota.
Good.
Right, and they're in Minnesota. I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's a different climate. I had mine in a barn because I was worried about predators. That's why mine were in a barn.
That makes sense.
Yeah. If I want to worry
Minnesota
about foxes,
the wind
outside. Just do it.
Thank you guys for dropping those links.
I love the
rabbits
comments.
are fun.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd say they're great, in my opinion.
I think
rabbits
so.
More.
I think between the rabbit and the goats is the way Kathy and I are going to go.
So our property sits on ravines. We've got a lot of hills, and it you can't mow it with the tractor. It's just too dangerous. Trying to do it with the zero turn is just too dangerous. We really need some goats that can clean up the brush that we can't.
Train.
So goats.
Hey, I took our zero turn off of our ravine. I can tell you, I know what it feels like to ride bodacious. I hung on that joker for about 20 seconds before I decided to bail off.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he did that. And I was like, I just knew this thing wasn't going to run anymore.
So I went.
Did he eat dinner? Really? Greenacre?
He ate dinner. Yes, and it had popsicles and them.
Pork rinds.
I'm going to go back to popsicles, Greenacre.
Oh, Lord Almighty. So I went to school with J.B. Looney talking about bull riding. And obviously, he's out in Oklahoma somewhere nowadays. But he's from around here. And man, he said, hey, dog, I'll give you $100. Of course, $100 is a lot of money back in the day. So I'll give you $100 to get on this mechanical bull.
You're going to make me want to eat. I don't want that.
Okay.
So Heather said rabbits are harder to keep cool than they are warm. So our winter months is not a concern for us. It's going to be the hot months.
Yeah. They just don't like the heat. They just don't.
Ray, I don't have a Kubota zero turn. I've got a bad boy, and that joker bucks like bodacious. I guess Trey was out brush hogging with his zero turn today.
Oh, and their nails. Rabbit nails. Rabbit nails are horrible. You're going to have to learn to clip some nails.
Okay.
Yep. And you don't have to be shy about grabbing them by the ears because that's where you need to grab them.
So I always grab them by the back of the neck. Like a dog.
Did you grab them by the haunches or by the ear?
By the neck. Like where the head.
Oh, at the neck?
The body.
Okay.
Yeah, that. They got a little.
That nap?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right in the back of the head.
Yep.
There's a chunk of fur. And that's how I would grab them.
I'd always grab them by their ears.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Crystal says
grab by
something
the ears.
about
I
a
just,
popsicle.
There you go, Crystal. It's really good.
We haven't put apples out for our deer either. We did put pumpkins out after Thanksgiving one year. We gathered up a bunch of pumpkins from a bunch of people and gathered them up and threw them out for a did a pumpkin bed up there.
She's asking if I'm helping you out with any deer attracted.
I've been working too much, so I haven't been able to hunt. And I don't know what he's putting under his feeder.
I give her every option to get a deer before me every year. She checks in one every year before me. So she gets the best ones, Greenacre. Absolutely. I'll just keep eating my popsicles.
Grab a rabbit.
yeah,
Is
that's how
that
we grab them.
That's
Heather?
what Bowen does.
That's what I did. I mean,
They love pumpkins. Yeah, we tossed all those. We let the kids bust them up and everything, putting them up on top of our property. Well, I thought for sure some pumpkins would grow up there, but I don't think they ever did. But
they did. Remember, they look like gourd.
Those were back here behind the camper.
That was up on top.
Well, they back here too. There were some. But
They
were weird.
They grew like a gourd. They had a neck on them and a ball.
And the end of it was green.
Remember
that?
It was weird.
Like it had been painted. And so you put the treats out and they come to my feeder.
but yeah, I just sighted in my crossbow the other day. I put it in a video. It'll be out Friday.
Okay, Crystal.
Friday.
Do what, Bowen? You did what with the video?
I sighted in my crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's what I use as a crossbow.
Yeah. Yeah, I got an old Parker crossbow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You are old school. Holy cow. How long have you had that Parker crossbow?
Oh, my God. At least 10 years this time.
I'd say.
Are you deer hunting this year?
Yeah. Yeah, Dad's trying to put me out of stand. And we got plans to go on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Like for me. Because I was sick the first of the year, so we hadn't had plans to go deer hunting. But since I'm better now, I've been wanting to go hunting. So I finally got my tags. And Dad said he set me up a line. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I remember when Parker came out with about 10 years ago, they had a crossbow that was trying to compete with 10 Point and Barnett and all these guys, Raven, and that was a great crossbow. I'm glad to hear somebody still got one.
Yeah. Parker's great. What they were, I don't know if they're in business.
I don't either. But that's a good crossbow.
Yeah, man. And they had great bolts. Oh my God, they were just pinpoint accurate.
Yep.
I mean, you just put it right there on the heart. It was something. I shot an elk, deer, pig.
Elk? You got an elk?
Yeah, I got an elk over.
Oh,
wow.
Here. Yeah.
So, was it shoot a 20 or a 22 inch?
Say that again.
Does it shoot a 20 or a 22 inch?
Oh, I hadn't even measured it in so long. I don't know what the bolts are.
I think everything Kathy and I shoots 20 inch right now. When I use a crossbow.
Right, yeah. I would have to ask Dad. It's been so long. I used to know all this.
Normally I shoot my Matthews, my regular bow, but if my shoulders bother me, and when you get to a certain age, trust me, things will bother you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've got a what is that new crossbow I got? A
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. Yep. Really good.
Yeah, I ain't heard about that. We got Ravens in stock right now.
That's a high dollar bow.
We got a ghost Barnett.
That was.
Yeah, we're a Hoyt household.
Are you?
Here. Yeah. Yeah.
You Hoyt boys.
Yeah, you know how it is.
I know Trey's a Matthews like me.
Oh my God. What is wrong with y'all? But yeah.
She said, sounds like men's deodorant.
Wow. Who said that? Sounds like
Krista.
Krista? Okay.
Yeah, so he's got a high dollar bow.
He's got the newest Matthews right now.
What is it?
Who,
Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey, what kind of bow is that you have?
What you got, homie?
What you got, homie?
And I'm still shooting an old helium when they first came out with composites. Yeah. I do. I've got a. It's a great bow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I grew up in an archery shop. My dad, my uncle had one. My dad had one.
A helium?
No, an archery shop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, an archery shop.
Yeah.
Because Bowen said the other day that he watched our video on Maverick shooting his bow.
And when I was making his arrows? Yeah.
And that he said he's doing many of those in archery shops.
Yeah. Because, that's what they would let me do. Put inserts in and cut down arrows. All I had to do was just sit there and start cutting down, put in the inserts.
Yep.
Put on the fletchings.
I just got rid of my fletching jig the other day because it was broke, and it was one of those, if you remember, the old Easy.
Yep.
I need to get another Easy because I like to fletch if I can.
Like you said, we used to have this. We got something different now. We had this growing up, this table, this regular wooden table that spun around, and on that table was like 20 easy jigs.
Yep.
Just glued onto the table.
Yep.
All around it. Yeah, man.
Yep. You'd set up about 6 jigs and let them start fletching while you glue. And by the time the first one's done, you can go down the line and start the next fletch.
So
hey,
we
Krista.
Go ahead.
Krista, that bow we got for Maverick, we paid $2 for that thing at a yard sale.
At BAM Fest.
When we went to BAM Fest in Oklahoma in July. $2. We couldn't believe that. And we've been wanting to teach him how to shoot that. And he did pretty good for the first time ever pulling that back. So practice, and he's going to be really good.
Missing the target. video was awesome because I want him to understand missing is part of the game. You got to keep practicing to be able to hit the target.
Trace bow is a Matthews lift.
That's right. He got the lift. Owen.
Yeah,
absolutely. Good, but $2 for that. It was a steal.
That's a steal. $2.
Yeah.
Wow. $2.
And I'll tell you, these been from the archery shop.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. I had access to all the stuff. So when I saw you chop up that little Dremel, cut down that arrow, I was impressed.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to put that in the back of my knowledge.
Well, I didn't have a cutting tool, so I just put a Dremel in the vise and cut them off.
And when you think about it,
Sean, talking about beautiful people, Sean and Kelly. Hey.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, cutoff tool is just a large Dremel. Is all that is.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna put that in the back of my mind.
Hello.
The thing about it, Bowen, even if you're off cutting just a little bit, that insert is long enough to take up and straighten everything up. It's going to be true.
Oh yeah. I mean, like you said, the insert's long enough to straighten everything out. Yeah, I'm probably out of practice by now. But you do enough of them, you just know how to do it straight.
Yep.
You know how to do it straight. But yeah, that's
all you got to do is be able to hit the target, right?
Right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That
but
does.
Yeah, you brought back some memories talking about them old aluminum arrows.
Oh God.
I ain't seen no aluminum in a while.
I shot a mini 2015s. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The old Easton 2015s.
2015s.
Yep.
I sold so many of them things. I can't even tell you.
Trey, we froze up a couple of times briefly, so it may have kicked you out when that happened. It's all good.
Yeah, I haven't worked there regularly in several years. Cause
they still got the bow shops?
Yeah, my dad still. We got a couple months left on it. He's fixing to retire, so that's another chapter closed.
Are you gonna take over the bow shop?
No, we sold it. I've always wanted to be a farmer or a rancher, something like that. So this homesteading's really right up my alley. So I'm gonna try to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
My ultimate dream is to have like a school teaching people how to grow stuff, tend to animals, and all that stuff.
If you got knowledge to pass on, that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, and I just figured YouTube would help me get my name out there, or my name and my knowledge out there, But before I started YouTube, see, there was a period between when I started YouTube.
Good night, Krista. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Night,
we'll see you next time.
But there was a period.
Krista.
Oh.
But there was a period between.
Well, thank you guys for all your mods.
At YouTube. And I started researching, checking wheelchair accessible chicken coops, wheelchair accessible homestead and all that. Couldn't find nothing. I mean, nothing. So that's why I decided to just pick up the camera and start my own channel. Because I figured.
Thank you.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I figured if I'm typing in wheelchair accessible homestead, whatever.
You're a great inspiration. You are a great inspiration.
I don't know about that.
You are.
Thank you.
I was amazed at all the things that you do, that you make work, and you figure out something that would hinder a lot of people in a wheelchair. You figure it out, make it work.
Yep. That's the reason why I think I'm going to squirrel farm. If I can make a squirrel farm work, you're my inspiration. I think I can do it.
You know what? Might as well. But yeah, I just figured if I'm typing it in, wanting to see info, then just by the odds.
Hey, Heather. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
Keep talking, Bowen. I'm listening to you.
No, I don't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I just figured by the odds and numbers, somebody else is typing in the same thing, trying to find info.
I want to hear about the squirrel farm.
So,
pumpkin seeds.
I was sitting here thinking, I tell you what I want to do. I want a deer farm. That's what I want.
That's a lot of work, but that's you know what? That would be an ultimate goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be.
That's my ultimate goal.
That's an ultimate goal. If you could high fence deer and give people what they want, that's an ultimate goal.
And with the way things are going, I mean, here's the thing. The only way in this day and age, in this environment, the only way to keep animals alive is to have a sustainable amount of hunting pressure. Because as a human society, we like to build. We like to build things and take up land. And so, if nobody's hunting an animal, as humans, not even U.S., but as humans, we got to kill everything. So the only way to have animals is for people, is to let people hunt animals. Then
regulations.
Right.
Yep.
And my point is that at some point soon, the only way we're going to have nice deer is for people to farm them.
Did you eat all the cheese?
It's in the meat thing. Yep.
But people don't realize, those of us that hunt, we like animals. We love animals. Hunters put thousands, if not millions, of dollars into conservation every year. So.
Yep.
Thank you, Bowen.
Well, guys, we're going to sign out. We appreciate all of you coming in and chatting with us. And we're going to start going live on Tuesdays at 6:30. I should have mentioned that earlier. My work schedule is changing. I'm going to have a more set work schedule. So we'll post it out there. But we're going to go live on Tuesdays at 6:30. And we'll go from 6:30 to 8 before Amy comes on at 8.
And by the way, I'm eating cheese right now.
Oh, my God. You're killing me. I thought I had the munchies. Well, y'all take care.
You take care,
Okay,
Bowen.
Bowen, thank you for joining us.
Good night,
That's
everybody. Thank you for coming in.
Bye, y'all.
Good
See
night.
everybody later.
That boy will be on every chat we have. He likes us. And I